Good evening, baseball fans. How are you doing tonight? We're going to dive into some minor league prospects. We're going to go over some numbers going on in the minor leagues, AAA, AA, high A ball, low A ball, you name it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it here. Let's get to some prospects. So what I'm going to do is I'm kind of just going to roll through, A ball. I'm going to go to high A ball, and then I'm going to move on to double A and then triple A as well. So I figured that would be just kind of like a nice balance. I'll go to some organizations as well. Maybe I'll kind of just flip through all the organizations rather quickly. So this is my first time kind of really doing a minor league report. So we're just going to kind of go with it tonight. We're just going to check out some numbers and whatnot. But let's just kind of start at A ball. Let's kind of just go to the bottom. And I feel like you don't really hear a lot about these guys. You do hear where last year, Anthony Volpe, that was one guy we heard about a lot at A ball last year. And, there are others as well, but I feel like you start to hear more noise when it comes to these guys that are getting closer to the major leagues. But let's kind of just dive in here. So also be aware that some of these guys have been moved up. I'm not on top of all the minor leaguers out here. So if there is a guy that is on here, just and they have maybe moved up, just let me know in the chat. I'm not going to be perfect here. I'm not going to be on top of every single player in the minor leagues. But Andrew Lopez, what's going on, my friend? Braden, what's going on? How are you doing? Nicholas, welcome. You see that Cardinals picture through 103? Yeah. There's some pictures out here, man, that are looking really good. And but that's what also I'm going to do. I'm going to go through the hitters as well as the pictures as well for each level. So Alpha Food, what's going on? Bobby Crosby Jr. Yes, just hit, or Bobby Wick Jr. Just hit his first home run. So Jeremy Pena going to win AL Rookie of the Year. Yeah, Jeremy Pena, man, he went off with some home runs last week. He's playing some great defense at short. You got to love what Jeremy Pena is doing. But let's get into it here. Let's just go straight to A ball. So I'm really only looking at guys that have the qualified amount of at-bats and innings pitched. So just be aware of that as well. But right now in A ball, the guy that is leading in WRC Plus is Jacob Gonzalez. This guy is tearing it. At least I still think he is in A ball. Let me actually just pull up his own page here. Yes, he is still in A ball in the Pirates system. So he is still there. Jacob Gonzalez, he's hitting .437 right now with a .506 on base and a .704 slugging. So looking at the standard numbers with Jacob Gonzalez. Actually, that's not going to be the best way to do it. Let me go back to the advanced numbers here. WRC Plus. So let me pull up Jacob Gonzalez here. Taking a look here, he's got 4 home runs. He's got 14 RBIs. I mean, man, this guy is just tearing it apart. Jeez. I mean, a 247 WRC plus. He's out of his mind. With Jacob Gonzalez, as of right now, third baseman in the Pirates system. He was a second-round pick back in 2017, drafted by the Giants. But yeah, in the Pirates system now, he's off to a hot start, man. We got someone like Drew Baker at A ball. I mean, Peter Crow Armstrong, that's a name that we've been hearing about now for a couple of years. Got drafted a couple of years ago in the 2020 draft, but he's off to a really strong start in the Cubs system this year. Has a 202 WRC plus, hitting .382 with a .481 on base, a .603 slugging. Man, I mean, a lot of these names I am not familiar with, but there are some names that will jump out. Take a look at Jordan Lawler. He was just drafted last year, shortstop prospect, drafted 6th overall by the Diamondbacks. He's off to a good start. You got to remember, this kid's only 19 years old, but in A-ball right now, hitting 308, a 452 on base, a 554 slugging, which gives him an OPS over 1,000, and a 171 WRC plus. So for a young guy like that to already be hitting this well, you got to love it. I've always been a big fan, or during the whole draft process, I was a big fan of Jordan Lawler. The Red Sox ended up getting Marcelo Meyer, but I'm okay with that. So overall, we have 14 guys with a OPS over 1,000. That's Drew Baker, Jacob Gonzalez, Damon Keith in the Dodgers system. Anthony Garcia, that's a guy in the Yankees system. The batting average is not too high, but his on base is stupid good, and his slugging is really good. So be aware of him. We got Adele Amador in Colorado. We mentioned Peter Crow Armstrong, Carlos Mendoza, Lucas Dunn, River Town, Jose Ramos, Milan Tolentino, Emmanuel Rodriguez. We got Viandel Pena, and like I mentioned, Jordan Lawler. So 14 guys with an OPS over 1,000. So gotta love that. But there's some guys right now, they're just tearing it apart. There's a lot of guys that are hitting very well in A-ball right now. But that's the thing with these guys in A-ball. We've seen many guys where they perform really well at these lower levels, but then when they go to Double-A, they go through some growing pains. And then the same thing, you know, going from Double-A to Triple-A, a lot of guys, they go through some growing pains. So there's a ton of guys tearing it apart right now, where we got 30 guys with at least a 900 OPS. So just a ton here. But let's go to the pictures. The main guy I'm looking at right now is Andrew Painter. This guy has just been striking guys out left and right. Like, are you kidding me? This guy, as of right now, he has 22.5 strikeouts per 9 at 19 years old. That is just insane. Taking a look at Andrew Painter, as of right now, he started off last year at the CPX level, but this year, 3 starts, and they're managing his innings from the early going, so be aware of that. But with Andrew Painter, it's a guy, more of a, you know, kind of a more simple guy, but he's got velocity, he's got good off-speed stuff. There's not really anything dramatic with him. He's just he was a really solid high school pitcher. So Andrew Painter, man, 3 starts, just, man, he's just killing it right now. How many strikeouts does he have? He has 30 strikeouts in 12 innings. That is just dumb. He's only given up 4 hits overall. I mean, that is just nuts, man. I think he was a part of a no-hitter at one point. I think this team in the Philly, I can't remember what team it is, what their name is, but that minor league team, I think, threw a combined no-hitter, or was it a combined perfect game? Can't remember exactly, but Andrew Painter is absolutely killing it right now. So he ranks overall number 1 at the A level in FIP. Coming in behind him is Riley Martin with a 0.89 FIP in the Cubs system. This guy's just killing it, man. 18 strikeouts per 9. That's incredible. Daniel Juarez in the Mets system. Actually, the Mets got 2 guys here, Daniel Juarez and Nick Zwack. These guys got really good FIPs. Look at Nick Zwack, 17 strikeouts per 9, under 2 walks per 9. I mean, these are really good numbers for him. So you got some of these guys that are just absolutely killing it. We got someone like John Stankiewicz in the Twins system, Rodney Boone in the Indians system, Mike Paredes also in the Twins system. So you got 2 guys right here where the Twins, they got a couple of good pitching prospects down there. So there's a lot of guys really tearing it apart at A-ball. Overall, we have 21 guys as of right now with a FIP under 2. So I would imagine most of these guys are going to start progressing to the higher levels at some point this season. There's also just a ton of guys that are striking out, just everyone. We have 21 guys at this moment with more than 15 strikeouts per 9 at A-ball. So keep mind of that, man. There's just a ton of strikeouts happening right now. So You got to love that. But Andrew Painter, that's the guy. He's got a lot less innings than some of these guys. Like Royber Salinas in the Braves system has 23 and 2/3 innings, while Painter only has 12. So, but again, 30 strikeouts over 12 innings. That is just nuts, man. That is just absolutely nuts. But, yeah, there's a lot of guys down here. Again, it's A-ball. You're going to have a lot of guys really just kind of dominating at the A-ball level. I'm looking to see what a lot of these guys are going to do when they go to Double-A. So, but overall, it seems like the theme right now for the pitchers, just a lot of strikeouts going on right now. So, but let's move on here. Also, if there is a certain guy that you want me to pull up, if there's anyone you want me to focus on, leave it in the chat. If I don't see it, hey, drop a super chat. That'll get my attention. But if there is a certain guy that you would like for me to pay attention to, put it down below in the chat. So let's move on here to high A ball. Let's go to high A ball now. So this is where it gets, you start to see a little bit better competition. So as of right now in high A ball, we have, let me actually put the qualified plate appearances here. So as of right now in high A ball, we have Christian Encarnacion Strand in the Twins system, leading in WRC plus with a 204. He's hitting 395, a 444 on base, a 654 slugging. He's off to a crazy start. Let's actually look at his standard numbers. So he's got 5 home runs right now. He was at A-ball last year. So 5 home runs, 24 RBIs so far. He's killing it, man. He's got a few stolen bases there as well. Here's a familiar name, Mason Wynn. This was a two-way player when he got drafted, but looking like he's going to be focusing on being a position player. But he's off to a crazy start in high A-ball. As of right now, he's hitting 393, a 458 on base, a 656 slugging. He's just doing awesome right now. So let's actually pull up his page. Mason Wynn, as of right now, he's got a homer. He's got 12 RBIs, but look at the 10 stolen bases, man. Look at the 10 stolen bases. I mean, Mason Wynn, this was an athletic player when he got drafted. So, I mean, hey, no surprise there. No surprise. Mason Wynn, going to keep paying attention to see what he's doing. Hey, here's another familiar name from that same draft, Robert Hassel III. He's killing it too. He's got a 197 WRC plus. He's hitting 388, a 451 on base, a 613 slugging. E-Rock TV, what is going on, my friend? E-Rock TV. Cardinals prospects give me hope with how bad our hitting has been. Nolan Gorman, he is just tearing it apart right now, man. Absolutely tearing it apart. I do wonder if we are going to see him at some point. So pay attention to that. Nolan Gorman right now is one of the top players in all of minor league baseball. So yeah, I'm excited for him making it to the Cardinals eventually. I think we could see him at some point. I mean, I think he's knocking on the door as of right now. But we got a lot of other guys down here at high A ball as well. Robert Hassel, he is doing well. Let me actually pull up his page really quick before I move on to someone else. Robert Hassel, as of right now, he's got 5 home runs, 20 RBIs, and 8 stolen bases. So I'm sure the Padres, they're just absolutely loving what he is doing right now, because he was in high A ball last year for 18 games. He did not have a lot of success, so he definitely went through some growing pains there. He did really well at A ball over 92 games last year, but it looks like the power is starting to come alive with Robert Hassel. If you take a look here, he had 7 home runs at A ball last year and then 4 home runs at high A ball. So he had 11 total, but this year he already has 5. So he's definitely on pace to up his home run numbers from last year. So pretty excited about that. So we got a lot of other guys here that are performing well. Again, you are looking at the lower levels in the minor leagues right now. Hey, one guy for me popping up off of the screen is Marco Luciano, top prospect. I believe with Luciano, I think he is in the top 50. So Luciano, where is he? Let me type in his name. I probably went right by him. Oh, there he is, number 13 overall in the pipeline top prospects. So let's actually go pull up Marco Luciano. So here we go. The tools for him as of right now, they project him to have a 55 hit tool down the road. So they're not too fond of his hitting and his game power as of right now, but he definitely has a ton of projection. So as of right now, he's hitting 328 with a 380 on base and a 578 slugging. He's got 4 home runs, 9 RBIs. So good to see one of these top prospects performing well. Taking a look here, Alex Benelis. Hey, this was the guy that they got back. One of the prospects they got back alongside Jackie Bradley Jr. And he is performing really well. So taking a look here with Alex Benelis, hitting 269, a 398 on base, a 627 slugging. Alex Benelis has 7 home runs right now. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. 7 home runs. That actually, is that leading the minor leagues or the high A level? So he's tied for second right now behind Nicholas Northcutt and Landon Stevens. Hey, look at Nicholas Northcutt. He's in the Red Sox system as well. Not a great batting average with him, though. So haven't really heard a ton on him as of right now, but that is a name to keep an eye out for. 8 home runs so far. So, but I am pretty excited about Benelis. So keep an eye out for him. We got a lot of other guys down here. Taking a look. Let's pull up the WRC Plus. Who else we got? Henry Davis, the number 1 draft pick last year. Taking a look at Henry Davis. So far, he has a 165 WRC Plus. He's hitting 323, a 444 on base, a 523 slugging. So Henry Davis, he's off to a pretty nice start. Let's pull him up here. Alrighty, Henry Davis. He's got a few home runs. He's already driven in 15 runs, so he's looking really good to start things off. I would imagine with him, man, you're probably going to see Henry Davis probably in the next couple of years, man. I think he's going to move through that system pretty quick. But yeah, we've got a lot of other guys here. Giants, Dodgers about to start. But yeah, we're seeing a lot of other guys down here. I'm not going to dive too much into these. There's just so many guys performing right now. I mean, we got 30 guys with at least a 150 WRC plus. I mean, that is just insane, man. There's a lot of good minor leaguers right now at the A level. So let's move on to Double A. Pretty excited about looking at some of these guys. So as of right now, okay, there we go. Oh, I didn't look at the pictures. Hold on, let me pull up the pictures at high A ball. Sorry about that. Let's go to the pictures. Actually, really cool. Well, we'll go check on the scores and everything after this, but let's just talk about some of these pictures here. As of right now, when it comes to the FIP leaders, we got how many guys? 6 guys under a 2 FIP. This one guy right here, Gavin Williams, pops off the screen. He just got drafted last year by the Guardians, so he's got a 1.88 FIP, 13 strikeouts per 9. He's performing really well. Blake Walston in the Diamondbacks system, he's performing really well. A 1.68 FIP, right around 14 strikeouts per 9, so he's doing really good. Tanner Gordon, as of right now, leads high A ball with a 1.23 FIP. Gordon Gracefo, I think I'm saying that right, in the Cardinals system, he has an ERA under 1, a 0.83. His FIP is 1.58. He's looking really good. He's got under half a walk per 9. 12 strikeouts per 9. Looking really good. There's a lot of guys down here that are doing well. Look at Michael McGreevy, another guy in the Cardinals system. Hey, a lot of Cardinals prospects. They may be further away, but we're seeing a lot of Cardinals guys down here at the A level. So, Michael McGreevy, this is a guy, not a lot of strikeouts going to be coming from Michael McGreevy. As of right now, 8 strikeouts per 9, but he's a control artist. That's what I like about him, and I loved him coming out of that draft. But right around half a walk per 9 right now, so you got to love that. That's a good thing with him is while he won't give you a lot of strikeouts, he's not going to walk a lot of guys, so that's nice. He's got a 1.27 ERA, a 2.44 FIP. AB, what's going on, my friend? How you doing? So, taking a look here. Who else we got down here? Dax Fulton. That's a guy who was drafted a couple of years ago out of high school. He's still only 18 years old. A lot of these guys, or actually, Dax Fulton. How old is he? Actually, he might be 19. Oh, no, he's 20. Okay, he's 20. I thought he was really young when he got drafted a couple of years ago. But Dax Fulton, this is a big kid, man. He's 6'7", weighs 225. Another guy in this Marlins system, but he's doing really good so far. 10 strikeouts per 9. The walks need to come down a little bit. The ERA is high at 5.3, but the FIP of 2.86 is really good. So Dax Fulton's a guy to keep an eye out for. But yeah, there's a lot of guys down here, but really the guys that I'm looking at, you know, probably around the top 10 range when it comes to FIP. Michael McGreevy, I love what he's doing so far. So, but I'm just looking to see anyone else. How about strikeouts? Who's leading in strikeouts right now? Andrew Abbott in the Cincinnati Reds system has 15 strikeouts per 9 at this level. And actually, he's doing really good. A 2.04 FIP, a 0.86 ERA. He's looking really good. Another guy in the Marlins system getting a ton of strikeouts. 14 strikeouts per 9. Man, ERA of 2.14. The FIP is a little high at 3.85. So, Lando Sports, man, what's going on? Poop Scoop Coop. The Red Sox, did they actually pull out the win? I saw they were up earlier. Rafael Devers with a big home run. So, really nice to see that. So, Owen Swanson, man. Javi Baez for Peter Crow Armstrong. Yeah, Peter Crow Armstrong, man. He's going to end up being a good, solid player. I liked him coming out of that draft. So, we got a super chat coming in. E-Rock TV, thoughts on Colson Montgomery played against him. Oh, wow. Look at that. Let's pull up Colson Montgomery. I am behind on my iPad. There we go. Colson Montgomery. Let's see what he is doing so far. I mean, I liked him coming out of the draft. The White Sox were so high on Colson Montgomery. You just heard those two teams. You heard Colson Montgomery just connected with the White Sox for so long. But as of right now, the batting average is a little low to start things off. 236 batting average, a 353 on base, though. So that's pretty good. He just needs to start getting more bat on the ball. The batting average and the slugging are low. So I think he's going to come around eventually. Rat Boy King, $2 super chat. How about my boy, Robert Gasser? Let's take a look at Robert Gasser here. Here we go. In the Padres system. Been in the minor leagues for a few years now. Or actually, no, sorry. He's been in the minor leagues for a couple of years now. But he was in college baseball going back to 2018. So, taking a look here. As of right now in the Padres system, he's got 14 strikeouts per 9. That's really good. He's keeping the walks down. His ERA is 4.66. So let's actually see. What is the FIP for him? Robert Gasser, his FIP is low, 2.26. So ERA looks a little high at 4.66, but pay more attention to the FIP. That's what you need to be looking at, not really the ERA. Especially for some of these minor leaguers, I would not be looking at ERA all that much. You need to be looking more at FIP, especially for these minor league pitchers. So, because you don't know what's going on with some of these defenses in the minor leagues, especially with some of these guys that are, developing out there. So definitely with the minor leaguers, look at the FIP. And the strikeouts as well. That's a big thing I look at for minor leaguers is how many guys are they striking out? Because those strikeout numbers are going to start coming down as they progress higher. So if I'm seeing big strikeout numbers in the minor leagues, that to me is a good sign for them whenever they get to the major leagues. So, but we got, again, the trend continues here at the A levels where there's a lot of strikeouts as of right now. So, but moving on here. Let's go on to Double A. So we're going to start seeing some more well-known names here. But before we do that, let's actually just get to what's going on in Major League Baseball as of right now. Diamondbacks, man, they're winning again. Look at the Diamondbacks. They're winning. So as of right now, Red Sox. Oh, the Red Sox put a couple more runs up. They were up 2-0 when we went live. So how did they... That's one thing about going live. I can't fully pay attention to the game. But how did the Red Sox put on these last couple of runs? Good to see the Red Sox scoring some runs. I mean, my goodness. I mean, Rafael Devers, again, but Rafael Devers can't be carrying this offense all the time. Him and Xander Bogaerts, they need some help. Hi, JD Martinez with a home run. All right, that's what I like to see. JD Martinez. Trevor Story had the sac fly. But Michael Wacha, man. This guy's pitching really well. I mean, he went to the 6th inning today. He only gave up 3 hits. Michael Wacha, he's looking really good. But the bullpen looked good today. Diekman, Brazier, Sawamura. Gotta love it. This is what we need to be seeing. Syndergaard did not have himself a bad game today. Gave up 8 hits, 3 runs. I'm sure he would be his toughest critic. But overall, Red Sox, this is a good win for them. This is a hot Angels team. And this is exactly the kind of win that they needed in front of the Fenway crowd. Let's go out there tomorrow and let's win tomorrow's game, man. It's nice to see some of these other guys. And I think JD Martinez being back in this lineup. Now, if we go back to yesterday, well, they didn't play yesterday. Let's go back to May 1st. If we go back to the lineup here, JD Martinez, he came back into this lineup over the weekend. He's been, he was dealing with some stuff injury-wise, but his bat was looking really good back over in that loss from Sunday. So the offense came alive for the Red Sox in the 9th, but overall, just that bullpen didn't look very good. But overall, I love the win from tonight. I mean, this is a really good win. Gotta love that. So it looks like the Yankees held on to a win. Or they're holding on to it now, 7-1. Yeah, they're going to be winning that game. So, hey, that's what I said with my power rankings. Oh, we got another super chat coming in. Noah Wilson, what is going on? As a Giants fan, I'm really excited about Kyle Harrison, especially since he was such a late-round pick doing well. That was a steal, man. He's looking really good. Drafted out of high school. He's looking pretty good. Kyle Harrison, man. We're going to talk about him in just a little bit. You know what? Here, since he did the super chat, let's actually pull up his numbers. He's looking good. Here we go. Kyle Harrison. So, as of right now, actually, he's at A-ball, so why am I not seeing his numbers coming up? Why am I not seeing his... Wow, he's got 19 strikeouts per 9. Why am I not seeing his numbers coming up? He should have popped up on that board. Let me go to 10 innings pitched. Here we go. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay, so yeah, he must not have been popping up before. At least I don't think he was. Was he? Yeah, no, he wasn't popping up before. So that's because he didn't have enough innings. But if we were to just go to a minimum of 10 innings pitched, Harrison actually ranks 6 overall. 19 strikeouts per 9. His FIP is 2.21. He's looking really good. Kyle Harrison, man, if we pull up his numbers from last year, he had good numbers. Actually, look at the scouting report. Already at a 55 fastball, a 60 slider already. He's got a really good slider. Changeup has potential to be a 60. Command has potential to be a 55. So last year, over 23 starts, he had 14 strikeouts per 9, a 3.19 ERA, a 3.48 FIP at 19 years old. Really good numbers last year at A-ball. I think they're going to take their time with him. They're going to be slow with him. They're going to let him develop, but he's off to a really good start this year in high A-ball. So, gotta love it. Noah, thank you for the super chat. Ratboy King, E-Rock TV, thank you for your super chats as well. So, moving on here. Let's go to the AA guys. Let's go to AA, shall we? So, I actually might have just clicked out of... Darn it, I did. Here we go. Let's go to the hitters first. and then we'll go to AAA. Okay, here we go. Let's go to WRC Plus. Wait, that's AAA. Let me pull up AA. Here we go. All right, so at AA, as of right now, the guy leading the pack in WRC Plus is Moises Gomez in the Cardinals system. Another Cardinals prospect. Just doing well, man. Just doing well. We got some other guys here. Trey Cabbage doing well, hitting 356, a 484 on base, 781 slugging. Are you kidding me? As of right now, we have 5 guys with at least a 200 WRC plus. We got Moises Gomez with the Cardinals, Trey Cabbage in the Angels system. What a great name, Trey Cabbage. I love it. Blake Perkins in the Yankees system. He's doing really well. He's hitting 291 with a 400 on base. Gotta love that. We got Jack Sawinski in the Pirates system, and we got Hudson Haskin in the Orioles system. So, yeah, Tom Dower, Andrew Painter, man, he's looking really good. Crazy. Over 30 strikeouts already in 12 innings. Are you kidding me? But just keeping on going here down the chart. We got Ezekiel Tovar in the Rockies system with a 198 WRC plus. Hey, Michael Busch, that's a name. He's one of the Dodgers' top prospects. 15th overall as of right now in AA with a 174 WRC plus. Here's Corbin Carroll. He's off to a really good start this year. This guy was hurt a lot last year, but he's hitting 347, a 461 on base, a 611 slugging. Gotta love that. Michael Harris II, as of right now, a 161 WRC plus. He's hitting 333 with a 396 on base and a 586 slugging. So Michael Harris, that's a name to keep an eye out for. All-around player, Michael Harris II. He could be really good for the Braves down the road. Here is another name, Matt McLain. The Reds, not a lot to be happy about. But they got some minor league guys where I think you can be excited about the future. Matt McLain, this is a guy they just drafted this past year. He's doing really good, hitting 286, a 378 on base, a 671 slugging. Off to a really nice start. Liover Peguero, this is an underrated prospect. I've been telling some of you guys, or telling all you guys for a while now, look out for him. This is an underrated guy. Taking a look, hitting 338, a 380 on base, a 581 slugging, 165 WRC plus. He's doing really good. We got a couple of White Sox guys here with high WRC pluses, Yolbert Sanchez and Alex Destino. So there's a lot of good guys here in the top 30 when it comes to WRC plus. E-Rock TV, can we look at Jordan Walker to see how he's doing in AA? Yes, Jordan Walker, that is a guy to keep an eye out for. Let me just pull him up right quick. So as of right now with Jordan Walker, this is one of my favorite players in the minor leagues. But so far, he's doing well. He's hitting 329 with a 434 on base. The slugging does need to come up. Does need to come up a bit. 443, that is a little low for AA. For being a top prospect, we should be seeing what he was doing last year in A-ball. He had a 687 slugging. So I would imagine that power is only going to get better and better and better. So the good thing is he's hitting well. He just needs to start hitting for a little bit more power. So Jordan Walker, I don't think there's anything to worry about with him. So getting back over here. So the leading guy in home runs right now, we talked about Moises Gomez. He's leading in WRC+, but he has 11 home runs and 25 RBIs. He is tearing it up right now in AA. Ryan Ward has 8 home runs as of right now. He's only hitting 269. But Michael Busch, we talked about him a second ago. He has 8 home runs. Trey Cabbage, that's already one of my favorite prospects now because his last name is Cabbage. He has 8 home runs. Gotta love that. So, but there's a lot of guys here that are doing some damage in AA with the bats. Taking a look at the pitching. Taking a look. So, when it comes to FIP, right now, Brandon Walter in the Red Sox system has a 1.19 FIP, 11 strikeouts per 9, no walks as of right now. Brandon Walter's an interesting one because he got drafted back in 2019. He had Tommy John, so he really fell down the board. But this guy has good stuff. Brandon Walter is kind of one of those guys, in the Red Sox system, you're looking at guys like Tristan Casas. When it comes to the pitching, right now the guys that are higher up, you got guys like Connor Siebold, Brayan Bello. But Brandon Walter, this is a guy to pay attention to. He's got a plus fastball, a plus slider. He's got a chance down the road for an above-average changeup. The command needs to get better, but he's not walking anyone this year. He's got really good numbers through 4 starts. So Brandon Walter in the Red Sox system, keep an eye out for him. This is a guy where the Red Sox, they have not had a lot of pitching prospects during my time as a Red Sox fan. When it comes to pitching prospects, I always think of John Lester, Clay Buchholz. There's just not a whole, and then obviously lately Tanner Houck. There's not a lot of homegrown guys that are, these top stud pitchers. Could Brandon Walter be a guy that ends up emerging for the Red Sox? Tom Dower. What is going on? Lando Sports, Robbie, since when are you verified on YouTube? I'm verified on YouTube? What does that mean? Does that mean I have like a check mark next to my name? I don't know what that means. Verified. Huh. I don't know. Lando, I don't know. I have a check mark next to my name? Really? Huh. Well, that's cool. Sweet. All right, I got a check mark next to my name. Okay. Oh, Lando. Yeah, that's what it is. Yes, that's what it is. It's because I'm a part of the game of the week. Oh, that's cool. All righty. All right, cool. I'll take it. I got a check mark. Pretty neat. Hey, cool beans. Tom Dower, guy to watch. Griff McGarry. Let's type him in. Here we go. Griff McGarry, as of right now, in the Phillies system. He is in high A right now with Jersey Shore. Taking a look here. He's got an ERA of 5.06. He is... Whoa! He's got 20 strikeouts per 9. What in the heck? Okay, so that's why he wasn't popping up on anything, because he's only at 5 innings as of right now over 3 starts. Huh. Interesting. But he's got 12 strikeouts over 5 innings. So, not too bad. Not too bad. So, yeah. This is a guy. He's only pitched 5 innings, really, at this point. So, Griff McGarry. Did he have Tommy John or something? No? Let's say, why are they... They're just, like, limiting his innings right now. He's had 3 starts. So, I guess he's just opening games right now. He's been used... So, last year, he had 8 games overall, 4 starts. So, I don't know. But, yeah, Tom Dower, Philly guy, elite strikeout stuff, probably a closer. Let me actually pull him up here on Fangraphs. Let me actually see what they're giving him in terms of grades. 55 fastball as of right now, 55 slider, 60 changeup. Yeah, the command is low. So, hey, who knows? Maybe that could end up being a good reliever for the Phillies down the road. Let's get back here to the pictures. In the Yankee system, Joni Burrito, as of right now, has a 2.03 FIP. Not a lot of strikeouts, under 10 strikeouts per 9, 2 walks per 9. He's looking pretty good so far. Brian Hoeing, in another Marlins picture here, he's doing well, a 2.16 FIP. Look at the ERA, 0.35. Wow. 9 strikeouts per 9. Look at Brett Carey in the Angels system. 16 strikeouts per 9 with a 2.48 FIP. Gotta like that. Carl Kaufman, he's got around 11.5 strikeouts per 9. Good FIP. So if we take a look at the strikeout per 9 leaders, Daniel Espino, he's leading the pack right now in Double-A in the Guardians system. 17 strikeouts per 9. a 3.13 FIP, 2.45 ERA. He's not walking a lot of guys, so that's nice to see. Uri Perez, this is a guy who shot up the minor league rankings last year. He's doing really good again. 19 Ks. This guy is extremely tall. I think he's like 6'8". Yeah, he's 6'8". The guy's huge. He's got right around 16 strikeouts per 9. He's not walking a lot of guys. His FIP is under 3. His ERA is in the 5s. So, hey, look at Brayan Bello in the Red Sox system. About 14 strikeouts per 9, 2.61 ERA, 3.4 FIP. So, he's looking pretty solid. So, overall, I'm pretty excited with a lot of these guys. Brandon Walter, I'm really excited about. This guy's really come onto the scene this year in the minors. So, Brayan Bello, I'm excited about him too. But Logan Allen, this is another guy that I've been seeing for the last couple of years. About 12.5 strikeouts per 9, 2.11 ERA, 2.37 FIP. So there's a lot of guys down here in AAA. Simeon Woods Richardson, he has not given up a run so far. Remember, this was a top prospect, top pitching prospect at one point. He moved on to the Twins system in that trade for Jose Barrios. So he has not given up a run yet. The strikeouts are a little low, 7.5 per 9. Hey, look at Tanner Burns. He got drafted by the Indians a couple of years ago. 11 strikeouts per 9. ERA 1.5. So, decent numbers. Bobby Nardone. Ken Waldichuk, an absolute stud. Let's type in Ken Waldichuk. Out in the Yankees system. He's got a 1.45 ERA, a 2.97 FIP, 13.5 strikeouts per 9, under 3 walks per 9. Good numbers overall. Big fastball, 60 right now, has potential to be 65. 50 slider, 45 curve. Look at the changeup, 60 changeup. Hey, Ken Waldichuk, man, look out for him. That's a guy that I definitely think. I was talking about him with Josh like a month ago. I think I put out like a tweet or something about him. At least I think he did. I think I did. Or am I thinking of someone else? Ken Waldichuk. Did I send out a tweet about him? I don't remember. I don't think I did. I'm thinking of someone else, I think. But he's looking really good. So, I mean, look at the changeup. Has potential to be a 70 down the road. You got to love that. But, alrighty. So, I think those are pretty much the best pictures that we're seeing in AA as of right now. We got a few guys who are racking up the Ks. We got some good FIPs down here. Someone like Brandon Walter in the Red Sox system is really emerging. We got some familiar names like Logan Allen, Uri Perez we saw a lot of last year. There's Ken Waldichuk right there, 13th overall in FIP as of right now. Daniel Espino, he's looking good. Simeon Woods Richardson, he's doing pretty decent when it comes to FIP. But overall, pretty solid guys here in AA. Let's move on to AAA, shall we? Let's move on to AAA. Well, let's check the scores right now before we move on to AAA. Diamondbacks still up 5-4. Telling you, man, these Diamondbacks, they're looking pretty good. Man, the Marlins, they've been red hot lately, and the Diamondbacks, are they about to take 2 out of 3? Man, they're 6-4 in their last 10. They're 3 out in a wild card. Just saying. Don't sleep on the Diamondbacks. But here we go. Moving on to AAA. Let's take a look at some of the leaders. The big names that pop off the screen when it comes to prospects that we know about very much. Nolan Gorman, Shane Langeliers. These guys are just killing it in AAA right now. Look at Shea Langeliers right now. Overall, he has a 711 slugging. Nolan Gorman with a 769 slugging. Langeliers has a 422 on base. That is just extremely good. Leading in WRC plus as of right now, Charles LeBlanc with a 197 WRC plus. What the heck is going on with this guy? In the Marlins system as of right now, third base prospect. He was with the Rangers in their system last year. But this year, he is just killing it. He's hitting 387 with a 453 on base, a 680 slugging. He's got 6 home runs so far, 18 RBIs. Man, this guy's just killing it. He was a sleeper prospect back in 2017, but there's not much else on him as of right now. We got Stone Garrett off to a really hot start with the Diamondbacks in AAA, hitting 363, 427 on base, a 750 slugging. What a great name, Stone Garrett. Gotta love that. He was with the Padres back in 2019. He was a top 55 prospect. Was he? No, that's not right. San Diego Padres. Why is he on this article? But back in 2019, he was a top 100 prospect. So he's been with the Diamondbacks for the last couple of years now. He's just with them last year in AA. He hit really well in AA last year. Had a 280 batting average, a 317 on base, a 516 slugging. He had 25 home runs, 81 RBIs. Those are really good numbers. But he's back to it again this year, hitting 363, 427 on base, 750 slugging, 7 homers, 20 RBIs. So got some guys here. They're really stepping up right now. We got Trace Thompson with the Padres, a 191 WRC plus. He has an 860 slugging. Incredible. Taking a look here. Oh wait, he's with the Padres now. Okay, yeah, he's with the Padres now. I didn't notice that. But man, he was killing it in AAA. But taking a look again, Nolan Gorman, Langoliers, those are guys that we definitely know about. Royce Lewis, he's doing pretty good. This is a guy where it's like, what's Royce Lewis going to be doing? Had the knee surgery, had the torn ACL, but he's doing really good. He's hitting 320, a 441 on base, a 587 slugging. You know, it's funny because this was a guy who was looking like the next Twins shortstop, and then he kind of just fell off. And now you got Correa there, so I wonder where Royce Lewis fits in. You know, could you call him up at some point? Maybe he can play some second, you know, if he keeps hitting this well. Hey, they're giving him all the chances in the world in that Twins system. Yolmer Sanchez win the Red Sox system, as well as Ryan Fitzgerald. Ryan Fitzgerald has really come onto the scene with the Woo Sox this year. He's hitting 303, a 365 on base, a 671 slugging. He's definitely a popular name when it comes to the Woo Sox this year. But he's a shortstop. He's got 6 home runs, 19 RBIs. Look out for Ryan Fitzgerald. This is a guy where they don't even have like any. This is how like he kind of just came onto the scene. There's not really a whole lot going on with him. They don't even have like any grades on him or anything. So, and even last year with AAA, he played 13 games. He played 95 at AA. He had 13 home runs at AA last year. He had a 351 on base. He had a 505 slugging. He's had pretty decent on base numbers in the minors, but he's doing his best stuff right now. He's on pace, man, to have a really good season at AAA. Could we possibly see him at some point? I don't know. Could you maybe involve him in some sort of a trade if he's kind of just, you know, if he's blocked? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. You know, Xander Bogaerts, you know, if he ends up leaving. You know, we got Ryan Fitzgerald possibly, but he is 27 years old. He's an older prospect. He does bat lefty. So, I don't know. Ryan Fitzgerald, he's an interesting one. We'll have to wait and see with him. So, taking a look here, we got a couple of guys with the Nationals. Luis Garcia, Josh Palacios. These guys are hitting really well, both hitting over 300. Leody Taveras with the Rangers hitting 375, a 402 on base, 625 slugging. Definitely some guys here. They're hitting really well. Hey, look at Kevin Pillar. Kevin Pillar hitting well in the minor leagues. But let's go over here to the home run leaders in AAA as of right now. That goes to Nolan Gorman. I think it's only a matter of time before we see Nolan Gorman with the Cardinals. The guy's just hitting incredibly. You know, I think he's gonna force his way in. Derek Hall with the Phillies, he has 10 home runs. He's got 29 RBIs. He's hitting 293. So there's a lot of guys, man. They're doing pretty well. So let's move on to the pitching. Lando, yes, Andy Pages. Let's see how Andy Pages is doing. Andy Pages, not much of a hit tool right now. 30 as of right now, 40 for the future. They're a future grade of 65 for his game power, 60 raw power. But as of right now, Andy Pages, he's doing, kind of whatever at AA right now. He's hitting 263, a 379 on base, 425 slugging, a couple homers. Not a whole lot going on with Andy Pages right now. E-Rock TV, Juan Yepes hitting very good at AAA. Got called up today. Trade, cut DeYoung, move Edmund to short, call up Gorman now. Yeah, how is DeYoung doing? Oh boy, Paul DeYoung, man. He's playing good defense, but a 138 average. Oh man, that's what I'm saying. With the Cardinals, their offense right now. We talked about it with the power rankings last night. The Cardinals are middle of the road when it comes to their offense. So they're going to have to do something here. A 99 WRC plus as a team, that ranks 18th. So I think Nolan Gorman could be a guy that you can turn to. I definitely see him at some point. They don't want to rush him. They definitely want to give him his time. But at some point, man, might have to call on him. That could be a guy you see at some point this month. I definitely feel that way. So, moving on. Let's talk about the pictures in AAA before we call it a night. To me, Max Meyer, man. This guy, he has just been killing it in the minors since getting drafted. This guy, when he got drafted, he just shot up the leaderboards with the top prospects. He was just incredible when he was at Minnesota. Look out for Max Meyer, man. He's doing extremely well, a 1.79 FIP. And Grayson Rodriguez. This is a guy I'm waiting for. Grayson Rodriguez. I mean, it's not like the Orioles are in any rush at all, but Grayson Rodriguez, man, this guy's killing it. Right under 14 strikeouts per 9, a 1.88 FIP. The ERA is 4, but whatever. I'm looking at FIP. Man, you got to love what's going on there. And even someone like Kyle Bradish with the Orioles as well. He's doing extremely well. 10 strikeouts per 9, 15 innings, a 1.83 FIP. So the Orioles, man, they got DL Hall as well. Let's actually see how DL Hall is doing. 70 fastball as of right now. Ugh, good grief. He is killing it in high A ball. Oh, he had one start. Okay, never mind. One start, but this guy last year, he was so good. He had right under 16 strikeouts per 9 last year in 7 starts. So DL Hall, they're going to give him time, to work on whatever he's got to work on this year. But Grayson Rodriguez, I think you're going to see him sooner than DL Hall. But taking a look here, we got Grant Dayton, who is leading in FIP, a 1.47 FIP right now for the Marlins AAA team. What do you know? Another Marlins pitcher just dominating down there. We got Derek Rodriguez with the Twins, a 1.53 FIP. He's doing really well. Edwin Ukita with the Diamondbacks, 1.75. Man, there's just guys. They're putting up really good numbers so far. We got a lot of season left. But as of right now, we have 11 pitchers with under a 2 FIP. So, gotta love that. The guy right now leading in strikeouts per 9. Let me actually go to the qualified guys. Grayson Rodriguez is leading in strikeouts per 9. Kyle Muller with the Braves. He's looking pretty good. 12 strikeouts per 9. His ERA and FIP, they're fine. Ryan Pepillo, or is it Pepiot? I can never remember if it's Pepillo or Pepiot. But 12 strikeouts per 9. His ERA is 1.66. Ethan Small with the Brewers, looking really solid. Right under 12 strikeouts per 9. Zach Thompson with the Cardinals. Maybe that's a guy they can end up calling on, along with Matthew Liberatore. I don't see why those guys couldn't see some kind of an appearance this year, but looking out for that. So, as of right now, I'm looking out for some other guys. We got TJ Zook. He's doing okay. No, he's not. His FIP is really high. Nope, forget that. Let's actually go here. Hey, Kohei Arihara. Remember him? He went to the Rangers a couple of years ago. But he's in AAA. He's doing all right down there. And then Connor Seabold with the Red Sox. His FIP is higher than the ERA. He's just not striking out a lot of guys. Like, I don't know if, I think he can do decent with the Red Sox in some spot starts, but I'm not too sold on Connor Seabold as of right now. Cole Winn, the strikeouts per 9 are kind of low. The walks are a little high. So, I don't know. But really, the top guys as of right now in AAA, it's Max Meyer, it's Grayson Rodriguez. There's also Wes Benjamin. Look out for him. He's doing really well so far. John Heasley, he's doing pretty good for the most part. So really, those are the guys that I'm looking out for. Max Meyer, Grayson Rodriguez, Matthew Liberatore is doing pretty good. So there's a lot of guys here in the minor leagues that, hey, I'm pretty excited for a lot of these guys. It is early. It is early. We have a lot of season left. So I definitely think another month we're going to start to see a clearer picture on who's going to get the call. I think Grayson Rodriguez is going to get called up eventually. I think Nolan Gorman is going to get called up, I would imagine, sometime in the next month. What else does this guy got to do? He's hitting extremely well. The Cardinals are going to need some kind of a boost with the offense. I'm not saying he's going to come out here and save the day, but I don't know. But everyone, that's all I got. Kind of just wanted to run through some players really quick. Take a look at the top performers at each level. Didn't want to come on here for too long tonight. Figured, just kind of look at some minor league numbers for a little bit. But I am going to get out of here again one more time. If anyone is new, think about subscribing. Everyone, on your way out, if you can, hit that like button for me. Share this out there if you can. Hit the bell notifications. Tomorrow will be our weekly hot takes. So be on the lookout for the community tab where I usually put to post your hot takes. So be on the lookout for that. But Bobby Nardone, the Yankees, 11 in a row. It's looking like maybe the Yankees, they could be moving into the #1 spot on my power rankings this coming Sunday. We'll have to wait and see. But everyone, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to call it a night. Thank you all for coming out. Do really appreciate that. I appreciate all the super chats tonight. Noah Wilson, Ratboy King, E-Rock TV, Tom Amiano dropped one as well. E-Rock TV, thank you again for becoming a member for the 5th month in a row. Really appreciate that. But everyone, I'm going to get out of here. Have yourself a good night. Have a good day tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow night for hot takes. Have a good night.